Welcome back to Geometry, Measurements, and Probability. In this video, we'll begin talking about Section 11.2, where we discuss curves, polygons, and symmetry. So let's get started. A simple curve is a curve that does not cross itself. These two curves are simple because they do not cross themselves. These two curves are not simple because notice that they cross themselves. A closed curve is a curve that starts and stops at the same point, such as these two curves. These two curves are not closed because they do not start and stop at the same point. A polygon is a simple closed curve made up of line segments. So, simple means it doesn't cross itself. Closed means it starts and stops at the same point, and we have line segments. These two curves are polygons. A convex curve has no indentation, such as these two. However, a concave curve has some type of indentation, such as these two curves. On the next page of your notes, you will notice some curves and some boxes with checks describing these curves as simple, closed, polygon, convex, and/or concave. Be sure that you study over these because you'll see problems like this in your homework as well as your quiz. Now, every simple curve has three separate regions. You have the inside of the curve, you have the outside of the curve, and you have the curve itself. Polygons are classified by their number of sides or the number of vertices. For instance, a triangle has 3 sides, a quadrilateral has 4, a pentagon has 5 sides, hexagon has 6, and so on. Be sure you are familiar with the names of these polygons. Now, by the way, if a polygon has more than 12 sides, we name it by how many sides and gon. For instance, a polygon with 20 sides would be a 20gon. The interior angle of a polygon is formed by 2 sides of the polygon that share a common vertex. The exterior angle of a polygon is just that. It is outside of the polygon, and it's made by extending a side of the polygon. A diagonal connects vertices in a polygon with one special rule. The vertices cannot be next to each other. You'll notice in these pictures, there's an example of a diagonal, there's an example of an interior angle, as well as an exterior angle. Now, congruent parts are parts that have the same size and the same shape. So 2 line segments that are congruent have the same length, and 2 angles that are congruent have the same measure. Notice our symbol for congruent is an equal with a squiggly line over it. Line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD, and I know that they have the same length because of that hash mark on each of the line segments. You'll also see 2 congruent angles. Regular polygons have all sides congruent and all angles congruent. A regular polygon is both equilateral and equiangular. In our next video, we'll continue talking about polygons as well as symmetry.